What's up, you guys? It's your girl Destiny.
And it's your boy B to the Sis Naive.
And we are back with another
Oh, my vocals is back, baby!
So, okay. Here's how today's video came along. I posted on my Instagram, ask me anything, and I got to probably about, I don't know, maybe like 10% of the questions, 20%.
You did about 20 answers, I would say.
So there was still a lot of questions left over, so we figured it would be fun to not keep it on IG, but to bring it to you guys where we can make the video a little bit longer and it's easier to answer the questions. And maybe some of you guys want to know some of the questions that were answered.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do today.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick 10 questions at random that we didn't get to on IG. And I want y'all to comment down below if y'all want us to make this a regular thing where we just do a Q&A. Because we love doing Q&As, but we just want to make sure it's something that's comfortable for y'all. So y'all comment down below, we'll continue to do it. Like
if we don't answer something today on this video, then comment the question and then that's going to be a part of part 2.
Boom.
So
y'all drive, hey listen, y'all are driving this just like y'all are driving this channel. Period. We don't do, y'all are driving this. This is y'all's channel. So let us know.
Really? In all honesty.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so the first question is pancakes or waffles?
Oh, waffles easily. What? Wait, somebody literally asked that?
Yeah, right here.
Oh,
look.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, hopefully. I don't know if y'all can see, but see right there, pancakes or waffles?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a waffle dude.
I think I'm going to say pancakes.
Well, see, I like waffles just because they just differ. They hit different than pancakes to me. Like, I get, like, when we go to Waffle House, I get a chocolate chip waffle. It just hits differently than a pancake. It's just a different...
Dang, now that you mentioned Waffle House.
Dude, waffles is the truth. And you like Waffle House is your favorite spot.
Yeah, I'm tripping. I'm going to go with waffles too. Plus, pancakes are more like filling.
Yeah.
So you get full and you can't enjoy your sides as much.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to go with waffles.
Definitely waffles.
I'm tripping, y'all. Okay, I'm focused now.
Are you?
Alright, so let me scroll and see. Someone said, do you allow your husband to play video games?
I don't even play video games.
He doesn't like video games.
Yeah, I don't like video games.
You God. The only thing that he does really like, you know, animated wise is like he watches wrestling. Brandon is like a huge wrestling fan. Like he watches wrestling at least 2 days a week.
Yeah.
But that's okay with me because it's not some game where he's yelling and screaming and
you know what?
And annoying and
you know the thing is like wrestling is a couple hours, right? If I was to play video games, you could do that all freaking day.
Like people always comment like, he doesn't play video games. I'm like, no. And thank God, because the only, like, every time I hear of a Game Boy, like a guy that plays like games like that, the girls are like so irritated and that's all the guy does like 24/7.
I used to back in the day, but my thing was I felt like if I could be playing video games, I could be doing something productive to get a bag. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for me, that's just not my thing. But teach his own. I mean, I'm not knocking anybody who does.
Thank God, I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
All right, so
next question. Oh, these is easy. What's up?
All right,
I want a hard one. I want to challenge you.
Wait, I'm cracking up because somebody said, "Why don't you have a foot page?"
Because we ain't doing all that. Sure.
Okay.
I'm the only one that can get the benefits of the feet.
Okay. How do you get through talking about difficult things with your spouse?
I think what you have to do is you really have to, first and foremost, you have to communicate your feelings, right? And a lot of times people are either too afraid or they don't know what's going to come of them talking to their significant others about their feelings. So I personally feel like you really have to express how you feel, not in a controversial way
or confrontational
way, You just have to come at them and be like, look, I feel like this. And then you have to listen to your spouse. Like, you can't be listening to your spouse to give an answer, right? Because naturally, we're born to have a rebuttal. We're born to get on the defense. We're born to be like, you know what? Once she say this, I'm gonna come back. You already looking for your comeback. Let's just be real.
Right.
So you have to put yourself in the other person's shoes. You have to listen to things from the other person's perspective, and you got to meet each other halfway. If you can't agree, you got to compromise. You got to meet halfway. And so I feel like once you do that, you can get to a happy medium. And you know what? Both of y'all are not going to get 100% of what y'all want, but you can come to a compromise with that. So
right.
I always say you have to listen to the other person's feelings, and you have to put yourself in their shoes. You have to. What about you? What do you think?
How do you get through difficult things with your? How do you get through talking? I agree. I definitely agree. I think it's easier said than done.
It is.
But at the end of the day, I think everybody has that same like, I don't think there's a couple in this world that can perfectly execute this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like, you know, a lot of times we see what may look like couple goals, or we see like someone we really admire, or someone we really, you know, we really like a lot. But you have to keep in mind at the end of the day, nobody has it down 100%.
Yeah.
So even though we may answer this question a good way and a more logical way, you still have to understand that people still struggle with that. Even, you know, us, we had to learn. We have to learn. We're still learning. We're still newly married. You know, it's so just because you may not do this perfectly, like the answer that we gave you, doesn't mean that you're failing.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you this here, and I don't want to be long-winded. I'm just going to tell you this. A piece of advice that I can give you: do not lean on social media. Don't do it. Here's what you have to do. You have to find people that's closest to you that have been married 30 and 40 years.
Or not even that.
I'm just, okay, yeah. It doesn't have to be 30, 40 years. I'm just saying people who have been through those trenches. Right. People who have been through those times. You can't rely on social media, because everybody's portraying on social media that they want to be couples goals. They want to be inspiration. You can't rely on that, because nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors. And I promise you, no couple is perfect, right?
Right.
So you have to lean on to people that's closest in your circle, that you know, that's been married for a while. They've gone through and experienced it. They can tell you how they got through it, or they can tell you how communication is key. But you want to rely on that and not social media, because social media is not it. I can promise you.
It's very tainted.
Yeah.
You know, it's very tainted, because I feel like, you know, we don't have to stay here. But what I'm saying is, you know, rely on those close that you trust in your inner circle to help you to navigate those type of situations, because it gets hard. Like, there's so many things that come up in a marriage that are difficult that you have to discuss. And it's not easy every single time. Like, a lot of the time someone is super emotionally involved, or super emotionally affected by it, and they don't know how to express it. And vice versa, the other person doesn't know how to perceive their level of affection behind the situation. So I said all that to say, yes, I agree wholeheartedly. Definitely communication, but just also, like, never look at someone else and think that they have it all figured out, because we're all trying to learn.
We're all
trying to learn. Like, nothing's easy out here,
man. Comparison, I promise you, comparison is what's going to be your downfall.
Of joy.
Oh my gosh, do not.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah, it really is.
So, okay, next. How do you keep your relationship hot? Like, I guess, like, hot and spicy, or like interesting, or, you know, not boring.
I like to flirt with Destiny a lot.
We flirt with each other.
Yeah.
All day, actually.
Yeah. So, like, because here's my thing. I don't never want to get to a point where like it becomes boring, right? Or she becomes boring. So I'll be flirting with her throughout.
That's possible?
Yeah, people go through it all the time. Couples go through it all the time. Absolutely.
No, that's true. I'm joking, but that's true.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
So I'll just be flirting with her. Like I'll be like, "Ooh, girl, you looking, ooh," you know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, ooh. You know,
and like when he had this haircut, I'm like, okay, you think you're the stuff, okay, you
which I am, which I am. Let's not get it twisted. But yeah, I just even when she gets her hair done, when she gets her nails done, like I'm like, dang girl,
he acknowledges it. Every time.
You are fly, man. And you gotta give that affirmation, and you have to continuously give those compliments every single day, man. Like the thing about marriage is that it's easy to get into a rut. It's easy to kind of get into a situation where you're used to the person, so you know they fly, but you're not acknowledging it, right? You have to continuously acknowledge it, give those compliments, and be like, girl, like, ooh.
That reassurance, like even when I get my hair or my nails done, like maybe I do feel like I look good, but it's like still important. Like, do you think I look good? Do you like it? Like I'm always, and I don't know if you know this, but I don't know, like if I'm gifting him something or if I'm like asking his opinion of something or an outfit or something, I'm always like, do you like it? How do you feel about it? What do you think? Do you like it? Like I'm constantly asking those questions because like if he doesn't already volunteer, which he 95% of the time does, but I mean, he could even be hyping it up. He'll be like, man, this is dope, da, da, da. And I'm like, you like it? And it's like so annoying because I know that I do it, but it's so subconscious because it's like his opinion matters.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like when you are with someone who doesn't acknowledge even like the small things, like, okay, I got my hair straightened today. Okay, so say something about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of people just are so comfortable to where they...
It's like when they get their hair done, oh, it's cool. Oh, it's cool.
Yeah, or nothing at all.
Like I couldn't imagine, like I'm gonna give feedback on it. Even if I'm not feeling it, I'm gonna still give feedback and be like, okay, well this person could have did this. However, it looks good on you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a little dramatic. I can be honest. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you have to give your wife that reassurance. You have to give your spouse that reassurance. Because I'm going to tell y'all this, and this is honest, I'm not trying to be funny or anything. If you don't give them that acknowledgement, somebody else is ready to give them that acknowledgement. You get what I'm saying? So to keep it hot and spicy, you got to just continue to date your spouse. You got to continue to flirt with your spouse. Because the same stuff that it took for you to get him or her, you got to continue that on.
Yeah.
And it
doesn't have to be to the extreme.
It doesn't have to be to the extreme of it.
But, you know, occasionally, it's always good to be good. Like, do those things that it took you to get that person. Like, it's fun. It keeps it interesting.
For sure.
But, yeah.
I want to cut the camera on right now and just, come here, girl. Hey, listen, she just washed her hair today, right? and she was blow drying it and then straightening it out. She was like, you like it crinkly? She asked me, she was like, you like it crinkly, you like it straight? I said, shoot, I like that straight. Cause that's sexy.
So and it is. Straight.
And you see, she can't stop playing with it. All right, next one.
Okay, you said it looked good, so all right. Keep tossing it. Okay. And
the
next question is, how long did it take you to sleep with your husband?
The second date. Hey, the second date. Nah. Wait, hold on. Now, how long did it? Like a month?
We don't have to be specific.
Wait, hold on. No. Time out. No, let's think about this for a second.
I think it took about. But you have to. So there's a lot of things that come before this. I wasn't just out here lollygagging around.
She wasn't.
You know, I have been single for some years.
Yeah. So when I met her, she had this pact, right? I guess with one of her friends or whatever. So I met her in August, and we reconnected in September. So she had this pact, right? She was gonna wait till January,
I had a pact with a friend because my friend at the time wanted to like simmer down with, you know, sleeping with guys.
And I was, but it wasn't her, it was her friend.
Yeah.
So she was there to support.
Support, yeah.
Right. So I was like, okay, cool. I am good with that. I'm great with that. But then your boy birthday came around. Your boy birthday came around. And let me tell you this. She had this blue dress on. Oh my gosh.
He loves that dress.
Oh my gosh. She was...
I wish I could find a picture of it.
Bro, she was dumb in that dress. But I was like, okay, you know what? It's my birthday. Even though we going out to eat and stuff, we're going to hold out. It didn't happen. Let's just say that.
Okay, so it took about a month.
It took about a month.
A month and a half.
But at the same time, what's funny is that I think you had told me, you was like, even after that, I was trying to see if you were just like a smash and dash, or if you're going to continue on.
Yeah, because I felt like a month and a half was like a really, really long. Was it a month and a half or was it 2 months?
It was about a month and a half.
I feel like it was 2 months. Because
no.
if I met you.
September. We reconnected
in
September.
Okay,
right.
Anyway.
Right.
So it was about a month and a half. I was afraid because I was like, oh my gosh, like that was way too soon. And yeah, so I was afraid he would like disappear after that.
Which I wasn't because I was really feeling her. Like I was prepared to hold off and wait. And you know, but then I thought about it, I was like, dang, all these dates I'm taking you on, you feel me? Hey, when am I gonna reap the rewards? No, I'm just playing.
For our above.
This is more for above. This is for adults.
Conversation.
Yes, this is not for kids.
Yes.
But I will tell you this. You have to really put yourself in a position where you wholeheartedly don't just think of it as I'm just trying to get it. You really have to put yourself in a position where you are ready. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that because the problem is a lot of people they create those soul ties and they get it in, and it ends up not being what it was, what you thought it was, and then you're stuck saying, okay, I created this soul tie with this person. So I said,
now you're hooked, and
yeah,
the other person doesn't like you like that, and da-da-da.
Yeah. So me and I'm gonna be honest with you, me and Destiny situation was different. Like, I didn't do it just because it was available. I knew wholeheartedly and deep down, like, this is somebody who I wanted to be with, who I was ready to just go to the next level with. So that's the mindset you got to have. If you don't feel like it is that with this person, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. And you know, that said, I feel like a lot of women feel that way sooner than men do. Like, as far as, oh my God, I feel like he's the one.
Yeah.
And men don't necessarily always feel that way first. So it kind of was, you know, look, and thank God he was feeling the same way I was feeling about him, because we were able to, you know, go there, and it actually ended up being something. Here we are, like 4 years later, still together, married, you know, all that stuff like that. So yeah. But I said that to say, I don't recommend doing that, especially with everyone that you date. Yeah. But like I said, we were both just in that space where we were ready, and we wanted to go forward beyond that.
And I would say this because women have an intuition that, I mean, let's just be honest, men don't, right? So you have to really gauge what he's trying to accomplish with you. You have to really gauge that. So this is for the women who can't necessarily wait till marriage. I mean, I would encourage you to wait till marriage, but if you can't, you have to gauge what his intentions are with you. You have to get this stuff right away, because men will date you and you'll look up 2 years and 3 years later and y'all still dating.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Understand the intentions right away and be like, look, I am dating to get to the next level, to marry somebody. I'm not just out here dating because it's fun or because I found you on a Tinder app. Or, you know what I mean? Like, you really have to gauge the expectations. And then if his expectations align with yours, make sure those actions are speaking louder than the words. You get what I'm saying?
That part.
Because because even if he's faking and fronting, that can only go so long.
Yeah.
You'll know. As a woman, that's the one thing I respect and commend about women. they know and they understand. But the problem is that you get so caught up. That is really what happens. That's what really ends up being the downfall. You get caught up. Yeah. But you have to understand what those intentions are. And if you do that, then you'll know.
And even though you understand the intentions, also still rely on that intuition. Yes. Because a lot of the times we know and we feel and we sense things and we try to block that off because we think, oh, he's 6'3" and he's chocolate and he has a nice job and a nice car. Or
I'd rather have a piece of a man than all of it. Yeah, no, you want all of a man. You don't want just a piece.
That part.
You know what I mean?
You feel like, oh, I'll just take a couple hours with him or a day or two out the week with him and that'll be good. And no, it's not enough.
Yeah, so, for sure.
Anyway, next question.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, what's the next one?
All right. So, do you have kids? No, we do not have kids. Yeah, we are trying to have children. We are going through infertility right now, a journey that we're going through. We've documented it here on YouTube. We have several videos about it. Right now where we are is pretty much just, I guess we're just like, we're so busy working right now. We're just, it's like we want to have a child, but then it's like when we think of having to go to the doctors and get it started up and start doing all these procedures and all this stuff, it's like, oh, that gives me a headache. So I'm like, you know what, let's just film a video because I don't want to do anything.
And we'll link those. We do, I think we have about 3 infertility. Yeah, we have about 3. Yeah, so we'll link those.
Like, we've been through surgeries. I had a cyst removed on my ovary that was a dermoid cyst. Brandon had a what was it called?
Man, I forget the name. Anyway,
he had some kind of where it was like the
blood was blocking, or there was something blocking the blood flow to my scrotum.
Yeah.
So that vein wouldn't allow basically there was sperm there, but they weren't moving.
There is sperm there, but the heat from the vein was causing it to like not travel as far as it's supposed to go or something. Right. So anyway, he had the vein removed. I forgot the name of it, but
go ahead. I don't know. Something.
Anyway, we both had surgeries last year to get those things taken care of, and then in the end we were still told that we would need to do IVF. So right now we're just in that. Now we know what to do, but we're kind of tired from everything we've had to do. So we're kind of in the middle right now, and we will update you guys. Like, we will tell you. You will be the first to know when there's a positive pregnancy test. And when we start the IVF, we actually plan on that being like, well, I don't know if Brandon knows, but I plan on that actually being an entire series. Like, when we start the actual IVF process and everything. But right now it's just like,
you know what it is?
We're just working.
We're working, but I also think that we're not holding our hope on natural. So so we've been getting suggestions and comments from people. And by the way, we appreciate y'all for giving us suggestions and remedies and stuff like that. We're trying some of them things out to see if there's, because IVF, we want that to be the last resort, right? Yeah. We do not want to have to go through that.
But anyway, I said that to say
we're gonna try.
Yeah, we've been trying for several years now, and we're now just kind of like doing like natural things, some recommendations that you guys have. We see them all. We have been trying them slowly but surely. So yeah, that's that. No, we don't have kids.
To answer the question, I know we went all in a tangent, but we just wanted y'all to know, especially for our new subscribers.
Yeah, because even like the next question after that is, are you expecting?
Yeah.
So, okay.
All right, let's give me a juicy one.
All right.
Let's give me a juicy. By the way, I don't know if we told you, but we're choosing these questions at random. So
yeah, I'm literally just
scrolling. She's literally just scrolling because there's so many.
Okay.
Which we love and appreciate. We thank y'all for the engagement. Like, this is what we need.
Okay, let's see. Oh, that's great because somebody just said, how is the baby journey going? A real one.
Gang.
Okay. Oh, good one.
Yeah, let's get it. I like good ones. I like challenging ones. Because you've been asking some easy stuff. Pancakes or waffles. I need some good stuff. Let's go.
Somebody said on a spirituality level, do you guys pay tithes or do you grace give together?
So, good question.
That's a great question.
We grace give.
But we're not against tithing.
We're not against tithing.
We just honestly haven't done it.
We just haven't done it. And the funny thing about it is that, you know, our church teaches it and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna be honest, we just haven't done it. We do more of grace giving, and you know, I don't know. I feel like I want to. So what I ultimately want to do is I ultimately want to get to where I'm making an impact, just like blessing people at random. But I also understand that it's taught to tithe.
And tithing is, I don't know, maybe you don't know, but tithing is giving 10% to the church that you belong to.
Of your per paycheck income, not the net, but the gross income of your per paycheck.
Yeah, so every time you get a paycheck, you would give 10% of it to the church that you are home, like your home church.
Right. And again, it's kind of something that we're just kind of working through it, man. We're kind of working through it and trying to figure it out and understand it more and stuff like that. But at the same time, we do grace giving, and I believe in blessing others. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
Okay, so should we answer how did we meet again? I mean, where did we meet again?
Sure, I'll just briefly go over it.
So someone said, when did you meet and where was it?
So this would have been, so we first met in August of 2018. Mutual friend, and we've said this in several videos, but mutual friends pool party. We met, got introduced to her from a mutual friend. We went out after that, hung out. I didn't see her for about a month after that, because it was, at the time I was flipping that switch, but I really wasn't checking for anybody. And so a month later, I ran into her at another date party. And I was like, man, this is the second time I've seen her in a month. I gotta pursue this chick. So I went up to her, asked her if I can buy her a drink. And, you know, she was getting ready to leave, which is, I'm glad I caught her, because she was literally getting ready to leave. I'm like, let me just buy you a drink. She's like, oh, I'm about to go. I said, no. I said, I'm about to give you this drink and we about to converse for a minute. You ain't going nowhere, fam. Like, nowhere. You feel me? So I bought her the drink, we conversed, got her phone number. And then I asked her, I said, hey, you want to come to church with me tomorrow? And
as our first date.
Our first date was the next day at church. She came to church with me. She was late, of course. But I
was only late because the church was massive. Like, I'm used to, so I grew up Pentecostal. And like normal Pentecostal church, well, I won't say normal, but my Pentecostal church was like so small. Like you drive into the parking lot and the entrance is like right next to where you parked. So his church was literally like you have to walk through, like it was like parking at the mall.
Yeah. So
that's why I was 5 minutes late.
And you know what? I didn't hold it against her, because I was like, you know what? I like this girl. Now I could have held it against her, be like, you know what? This is the first and the last date, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, she came to church with me, and I think we went out to breakfast after that, and we've been rocking with each other ever since, man.
Like we legitimately had not stopped hanging out a weekend until he went out of town. Like he went out of town probably like 3 or 4 months after that. Yeah. But literally every single weekend we were hanging out.
And when I went out of town, what's crazy is when I go out of town, because I'm a single guy, so when I go out of town,
a single guy.
Yeah, it's about me. What's crazy is when I went out of town, I was thinking about this one over here. I'm like, man.
He was texting me and yeah, it was FaceTime. Oh, you FaceTime me too.
I did FaceTime you.
He did FaceTime.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how we met.
Okay.
It's nothing. Give me another one. So, give me another one, baby.
I don't even know what question we're on.
Oh yeah, we just gonna keep going for a minute.
Okay, someone said, how do you feel about, I answered this on my Instagram, but I wanted to answer it here. Someone said, how do you feel about your growth on YouTube? When I first started following you, you were at 13K, and now you're at 220 plus. Which is crazy because Dude, that was the hardest question for me to answer because I literally feel like it's unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like when we had this video where we, I think we had like 100 and something.
We have to post that video.
We literally had like 125 subscribers, literally 125. And we posted this, or we took this video in our bed. We were just like, man, it's gonna be so cool when we get to 1,000 subscribers or whatever. This was just a year and a half or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And dude, just to think of how far we've come. Like it wasn't easy. Like we'll be honest, like it wasn't easy. It hasn't been easy. We worked full-time jobs doing it, building the whole platform, and to think of the fact that we are where we are now is like, it doesn't even feel real.
Man, and I get a real humbling feeling because it's like, dude, it's like this is a blessing, man, where we came from. Like even though we put in so much work, it's still a blessing to be reaping the benefits of the work that we put in. And it's because of y'all, man. Like when we did that video, I was like, you know what? I think we were at 125, like you said. And I was like, when we get to 150,000, we gonna be like, it's gonna be a move, like it's gonna be a party or whatever. And it's really a humbling feeling to know how far we come and that it's starting to pay off. You know what I'm saying? But it's because of y'all. Like we sit up here and joke and stuff like that, but when I hear stuff like that, it's a very humbling thing to me. Like we so much appreciate y'all because y'all have helped us get to this point. Yeah, we've created the videos, we put out the content, but we can't do this without y'all, man. Like subscribing. And what's funny is when we first got our channel off the ground, and I'll be quick with this, but when we first got our channel off the ground, I think I had about maybe 1,000 followers on IG. I think Des had like 900. And I was literally in everybody's DM. I mean, I kid you not. I was thinking like, all right, I'm going to do 50 a day today. I'm going to do 50 tomorrow. I was literally DMing everybody, every one of my followers to please subscribe to our channel. You remember that?
And that's the thing. Like, it took manual work. That's the thing. I feel like people just think, oh my God. Because, okay, so I always tell people this. I was a consumer before I was a producer. And my thing was, I always used to think, oh my God, they just turn on the camera and, you know, it's so easy. I can do that. Dude.
It's not easy.
Like our first 1,000 subscribers, literally Brandon manually got them.
I literally manually I had Facebook friends, I was in their DMs. I had Instagram friends, I was in their DMs. And I literally had the message already typed out, and I copy and pasted the message and I put it in all their DMs. Daily. Subscribe to the channel. Now, for the most part, most people was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna follow you. Then some people had questions like, well, what is this channel about? I'm like, you know what? I don't got time to be answering questions. Either you go follow or not. So those I kind of overlooked. But for the most part, people was like, oh yeah, I'll subscribe. And I saw it starting to go up because our nervousness or our fear was that we wasn't going to get to 1,000 hours and then 4,000 watch hours, which is what you need to get monetized. And so I was just literally in everybody's DM like, please subscribe to the channel. And then we started putting out the content and people were watching. I'm like, babe, I don't know how we're going to hit this 4,000 hours.
We were stressed.
Yes, we were stressed.
We really wanted to, because the thing is we had, so this was this 2 years ago or 3 years ago?
2 years ago.
This was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But we had said when we started, we were like, you know what? We're going to give it a year.
Yep.
If we don't hit 1,000 subscribers in a year, then we're done.
We're done. We gave
that's how much we sold ourselves short. So take this as your sign.
Yeah.
You can do it. Like, we sold ourselves short that much. We thought that in a whole entire year, we couldn't even get 1,000 people to subscribe. The fact that it's been 2 years of this journey and we have over 200 and something, wherever we are now. But it's just crazy to me how much we sell ourselves short. And I'm talking about you too.
You know what? You know what? This is going to be the last question because I want to touch on this a little bit. This will be the last question for this Q&A because I definitely want to. It doesn't matter. I want to really touch on this because I feel like people need motivation here.
Yeah.
Let me explain something to y'all. We came into this, our first video, we did a cabin trip on her iPhone.
Yeah, it was my
We didn't
iPhone.
even have a camera.
If you haven't seen that video, go watch it because this also shows you that it can be done on your cell phone.
Yes. And we were like, you know what? Let's just give this cabin trip vlog a chance, a shot. Listen, this is what's going to determine if we
were doing.
Didn't know what we were doing. We literally were filming everything on her iPhone.
Yeah.
We came back and we were like, dang, we need to find an editing software. So we find Filmora. We're like,
no, this was when we were using Mac. And
oh, I thought we started with Filmora.
No, we started with Mac because we were also probably like you. If you're thinking of getting into this, whatever, you're probably thinking, oh, I need a Mac and I need this camera and I need da 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 da. So I ran and got a Mac computer thinking like, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna make this little investment. Da da da. 3 a.m.
Yeah.
is how late I stayed up trying to edit that video.
Our first
video took me well over 6 hours to edit.
Yes.
So I really want you to go back and watch that video just so you know that it can be done.
And the thing about it is you have to, the name of the game with this is staying consistent. The problem is people do not stay consistent and they fall off. You could turn the camera, you can turn your phone on, and you can video anything that you're doing, and you're allowed, because it's you editing, you're allowed to cut out, edit out, and give to the people whatever you want to give to them.
Yeah.
This is not something I'm not portraying this as it's easy, but I can promise you this.
Yeah.
It's doable. We didn't think we really didn't think we would get. I didn't think we would get to this point. Yeah. I really didn't.
That was the next question, actually. Somebody said, "Did you ever think you guys would become this?"
No. My fear was that we wasn't, and now I was about to quit.
Yeah, we've threatened to quit so many times because we were like, man, this is beyond us. Like we're just not gonna be able to do it. That's what we thought. Like. So
and this is on top of working 9 to 5s, by the way.
Yeah.
This is on top of working 9 to 5. So you have to get off your 9 to 5 and be like, you know what? I gotta film. Yeah, you do. But I promise you this: if you stay consistent, you're gonna get to where you need to be. It's just. So I said that to say, basically, the name of the game is: if this is something that you're passionate about, this is something that you want to do it. Yeah. Do it.
I feel like we always go on this tangent.
We do go on this tangent.
But it really is.
But I need people to understand that they can do this.
Right. But even if this is not your journey, this applies to so many other things. This applies to that business that you're trying to open.
Yeah.
This applies to the job you're trying to leave or you're trying to go after. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like because we have so many things weighing on us from society and the pressures of social media, the pressures of family and friends, we doubt and we sell ourselves short so much to the point where we psych ourselves out thinking we can't do it.
Yeah.
And we are literally living proof that it can be done. Like when you look at us and you look at how far we've come and you see our numbers continue to climb, thank God. And
it's a blessing.
You know, it's a blessing, but just know that you can do it too. Like the only thing that's gonna hold you back is if you stop.
Is you. And you know what's funny? We keep this in our minds, right? This is a reference that we heard the Prince family say. Time Damien used to say, the opportunity does not go away, it goes to somebody else. So if you don't take advantage of the opportunity that you have, it's just gonna go to the next person. And then you guess what you're gonna be doing? You're gonna be watching their channel. What I'm saying is that so you'll be stuck watching the next person come up and you'll be like, dang, I'm watching him, but it's like, no, you have to go get it. Go get whatever channel you're watching, go get it. Go become that channel.
Yeah. That's
pretty much what it boils down to. We have a couple that we watch, they're our favorite vloggers. We watch every single video. Shout out to Julia and Hunter. Julia and Hunter.
Havens.
Julia and Hunter Havens, we love them. And you know what? When I watch their vlogs, I'm like, dang, how can I make that same impact?
Yeah.
And that's what we strive for. You got to go get it.
Yeah.
If it's your dream.
Go after it. You have to keep working. You have to stay up till 3 a.m. sometimes.
So be it.
Several times.
So be it.
But
yeah,
it's doable. But we are just so thankful that you're here. We appreciate you so much. And I know we probably tell you that every single video, but
it's facts,
it's true,
man.
because without you, supporting us, we don't know who we're doing it for.
Engage with us. That we really appreciate that, because whether it's good, bad, or ugly, we are in tune with your comments and we appreciate it.
Yes, and we take a lot of them for, like the fertility. We've had hundreds of comments about that, and we have literally, taken some things into consideration, researched some things, looked up some things that we want to try because of you guys. And we just appreciate having that consistency, and you guys are like family to us. That's why you guys will know a lot of the things that happen in our lives, because we want to include you in that. We enjoy sharing, and
for sure.
So
we love y'all.
We're done.
We love y'all. Hey, look, here's the thing. Last thing, if y'all comment down below that y'all want another Q&A, we gonna do it. I need y'all to spam up the comments though. We're not doing another Q&A if y'all don't tell us y'all want another Q&A. Hey, we need questions. Yeah. We need y'all to, let's go. Let's give it to us. Give it to us raw, yeah.
Wait, not raw.
Give it to us raw, yeah. Anyway.
I'm so done. Not raw.
Wait, hold up. Yeah, that's okay.
PG-13.
Please give us y'all's questions in the comments. That's what happened.
Give it to us raw.
No, I don't. Yeah, no.
Anyway,
disregard that. Just
thank
please.
you guys for tuning in. We will see you in the next one. Peace.
Hey, we out.